Let's take a look at our Kia halftime highlights in Oklahoma City, although honestly, Stephen A., this is blowout city more like it.
It's an annihilation. I mean, it's one of those things where Tim Legler said it best on the broadcast. It's just a matter of pride now, showing that, you know, you still care, whatever, on this particular afternoon, because OKC is doing whatever it wants. Got them under lock and key, scoring at will. This is just one of them bad things.
Oklahoma City is led by as many as 35. At one point, they went on a 20-0 run without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the floor, and this is what the Grizzlies' top players are doing here. I know you were calling for more from Jaren Jackson Jr. in this one, UD.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. If they hope to make this a series, he has to be amazing and ultra-aggressive offensively. And what I don't like is, right now, we have a smaller defender in Alex Caruso. I understand they bring the green over, but get 2 feet in the paint and create an advantage so somebody can get a wide-open shot. I think he wasn't aggressive enough. Right now, I know Jalen has guarded the post right now, but that can't be a turnover for Jaren Jackson Jr. He has got to get in that paint. He has got to create some kind of advantage with those smaller defenders. That will help his other guys get going.
I just don't know. Listen, you know better than me, but my issue is you've got him having the ball 25, 30 feet away from the basket. So I'm like, why is he getting the ball in that situation? Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a ball handler per se. He can handle it a little bit, but to have him dribbling against Alex Caruso 20 feet away from the basket, I don't think that's all on him. I think that's coaching.
Anything can happen in the second half of a game, but this feels as close to pack it up as you can call it.
The problem is that the only issue I have with you two, my good brothers, is y'all figuring out all the issues what's going on with the Memphis Grizzlies. The issue is Oklahoma City, how dangerous they are. That's the problem. That is the problem. This is a statement, not just to the Memphis Grizzlies, but to the rest of the Western Conference, the non-believers, the guys like Draymond Green who say they play too. They ain't playing tonight. They ain't playing right now. They standing on business defensively. This is a team that is going to the Western Conference Finals. This is how you come out on game one and make a damn statement at the crib to show that we got the personnel to match up with anybody, and we don't care about offense. Right now, SGA is 2 for 10 from the field. They up 30. Not 30, they up 30. He's 2 for 10 from the field solely because they're going to get deflections. They're going to be tied together. They're going to X out. They're going to protect the paint. They're going to do all the things that they need to do defensively. Defense win championship.
I don't know why you got a problem with us. We said it during the pregame show. We've been saying it all week. We've been saying it all month. You've been saying it all year.
Say it again.
So why?
I'll tell you one thing.
Why?
If you're on the Memphis side of things, you get to quit or keep going. They both gonna hurt. What you gonna do? You got 2 games to get 1.
It is Easter,
quit or,
and so
keep
Memphis
going. They
is
both
hoping
gonna
that
hurt.
they too can rise in this one. Paolo Banchero getting set for the second game of our doubleheader right here on ABC, taking on the defending champs, the Boston Celtics. To you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Sign up for ESPN Bet Sportsbook and get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the app today and sign up with the promo code COUNTDOWN to get started. So OKC, they swept the Grizzlies in the regular season 4-0. But Stephen A., it's worth noting that both Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., they only played in one of those games. So I'm asking you who you got in this game.
OKC.
Grizzlies. Yeah.
No chance for Memphis. OKC is rested. They're the better team. It's on their home turf. And obviously, Ja Morant is still not 100%. Memphis is a damn good team. I think they got a chance to make this a series, but not today.
I'm with you. I'm going with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is anybody picking the Memphis Grizzlies in this game? No. Okay. Then I will ask you this. We're all rolling with which historically goes a little shaky for us when we all pick the same team. But in this case, it's warranted. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they have rolled through the regular season. But you notice they haven't played a meaningful basketball game. And I mean that in the sense of the fact that the rest of the West has been jockeying for seeding for the last 6 weeks. And OKC's been chilling with their arms crossed. Is there any challenge in flipping that switch?
A lot of the times with some teams, I think that's a challenge. But with this team, I think they just have good habits. I mean, if you look back to last year, this is not just what they did this year. They didn't just catch lightning in the bottle. They had a great defense last year. They had a good offense last year. As a young team, they embody all the right things. They make the right plays. They enjoy each other's success. They get back on defense. They hold each other accountable. So I think this is who the OKC Thunder are. I don't think it really matters that they haven't had meaningful games because their habits are so good.
They're fine. Look, I'm looking at the matchups. I'm looking at Chet Holmgren and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yes.
And if the Grizzlies have any shot of making this a series, I'm looking at Jaren Jackson Jr. and saying, can you go out there and impose your will? Can you go out there and show us why you were Defensive Player of the Year a few seasons ago? Can you go out there and show us offensively why you're the only All-Star that made the All-Star team this season? I'm waiting for him to have that moment where we can say, hey, man, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a top 10 big in the NBA. I can't say that right now, but I do have faith in Chet Holmgren, and I know what he's capable of doing on both ends of the floor.
That's the tip he's been on when it comes to OKC. Chet Holmgren, right? For me, it's Jalen Williams. I want to see this brother step up. I watched Shai Gilgeous-Alexander do his thing in the playoff last year, okay? And I was looking for help, and it was an APB out for cats because I couldn't find them. I don't want to see that this year. You're the favorite. You were a #1 seed last year. You're the #1 seed now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I believe, will win the MVP. I'm looking for Oklahoma City to impose their will and their dominance and to let the rest of the Western Conference know, yeah, all the hype you've been hearing is totally true.
Right.
You're going to have to come through us. That happens when Jalen Williams steps up and shows what he's capable of. He averaged 22 a game this year. It happens when he shows up and reminds everybody, you're going to have to deal with me and Shai, not just Shai.
Averaging career highs across the board here for Jalen Williams. For Ja Morant, we know he's dealing with that nagging ankle injury. What will tell you, for last game it was the dunk that said, all right, he's feeling just fine. What will tell you that he's okay in this series?
If he comes out, he's aggressive, he gets out in transition, he's making plays early, getting downhill, getting in the paint, whether it be finishing or spraying to other guys. But once he gets in there, you're going to have to see Chet. You're going to have to see Hartenstein. So he's going to have some decision making. Also, looking for Zach Edey. Get on that glass. Get you some extra possessions. You understand that this team has beat you by an average of 15 points per game in the regular season. You're going to need extra possessions.
And Desmond Bain got to step up. He struggled. They have had him in the straitjacket this season when he faced OKC. All of these Grizzlies, they got to stand up and stand on business today if they trying to make.
One thing we do know, the atmosphere in Oklahoma City, as you can attest to, is going to be absolutely electric. Dave Pash, take it away.
Cái kênh YouTube của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục đi tô màu để gửi tặng đến các bạn những phút giây thư giãn. Chào mừng các bạn. Rất hân hạnh các bạn đã đến với video của mình. Và để làm được video tô màu của mình thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị những dụng cụ như sau. Đây là bút sáp màu và đây là điện thoại để mình quay lại quá trình mình tô màu. Đây là những sản phẩm được in sẵn. Đấy. Đây là những con vật này. Đấy. Đây là những con vật. Đây là những đồ vật. Đấy. Vân vân. Bây giờ mời các bạn cùng theo dõi quá trình mình tô màu. Các bạn xem video của mình thấy hay thì hãy ấn like và đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình nhé. Mình cảm ơn các bạn rất là nhiều.
Mình sẽ tiếp tục tô vào những cái là nơi bị làm tô con sâu các bạn, tô cái mắt các bạn luôn. Mình sẽ hải cẩu các bạn, tô con lạ các bạn. Từ gấu túi thôi.